What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my video. Today I wanted to share with you a really powerful add-on that I've been using for a long time now, and also because I am getting questions about like what add-on am I using for my runes and my health bar and runic bar and also my abilities, and the answer is actually Weakauras, guys. I'm using an add-on called Weakauras, and today I'm actually going to show you how to track your own abilities and also cooldowns on those abilities as well. So basically when I open up Weakauras, guys, I'm going to show you something. It's responsible for tracking pretty much anything that I think is important to me. So if I were to basically disable it, you're going to pretty much see that my screen is going to be blank now. So Weakauras basically is an add-on that you can use to almost track everything in WoW, like buffs, debuffs, trinkets, abilities and cooldowns, and basically a lot of crazy stuff. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to type in /WA to load Weakauras, and then the first thing that you want to do is you want to create a group. For this video, I'm going to be tracking abilities and also cooldowns. So this group, I'm just going to call it abilities, right? And then the next thing, I'm going to ask myself one question. What is a cooldown or an ability that I want to make sure I'm tracking at all times? And on my Death Knight, I'll say Gargoyle, right? For example, I want to make sure that I know when it's up, and I also want to know when it's on cooldown. So basically, you're going to go under New, you're going to go under Icon, and then here under Name, you can just call it Gargoyle, I guess. And then what you're going to do is this little arrow right here, you're going to click it, and then you're going to move it under Abilities. So, and I'm going to show you why exactly you want to do that. And then the next thing that we're going to do is under Trigger, Gargoyle, I'm just going to basically go down here under Status, and then here in this area under Status, you're going to click on cooldown progress spell, because technically that's what it is, right? And then under spell, you're going to type in the name of the ability that you want to track, right? So you're just going to type in summon gargoyle. So as you can see, it's right here. Awesome. And then here it asks you a question: show when on cooldown or not on cooldown. So for this first aura, I'm just going to put, I want it to show it when it's not on cooldown. Alright, cool. So that's under trigger. So now under load, we're going to go over here, and then under player class, we're going to put unholy or Death Knight, because it is a Death Knight spell, and I don't want it to load on other characters. And then under talent specialization, we're just going to put unholy, because Gargoyle is an unholy spell. Alright bros, so now we have our first aura. So now whenever we log into our Death Knight, it pretty much always shows this aura on our screen, right? It's always basically showing us that Gargoyle is ready to go, is ready to be summoned. So now what we want to do is we want to track the cooldown on Gargoyle, right? So what we're going to do is you're going to go back into Weakauras by typing in /WA, right? It's going to open up this again. And the cool thing is that you don't have to do basically all the steps that we just did earlier. You can just right click on this aura, and then what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate it, right? And then under the name, let's just call it Gargoyle Cooldown, because that is what we're going to be tracking next. We're going to be tracking the cooldown on it. So next thing that we're going to be doing here is a couple of different things. You want to go under display, and then under here where it says text, you're going to type in lowercase p for progress, and as you can see, there's a timer now, right? And then but I don't really like the way this looks, so what we're going to do is under remaining time position, we're going to just make this single digit like that, and then we're going to increase the size a little bit so that I can kind of see when it's on cooldown. And then under position, we're gonna just say center, and this is all customizable, guys. Like, you don't have to do it like this if you don't want to, but I'm just showing you that, you know, you have that option. And then lastly, because it is a cooldown, I kind of want it to be different, to look different than my other aura, so I'm just going to put it in red. Just going to put this like that, right? Make it red. And then lastly, we're going to go under trigger, and then this time we're going to go down here, and then we're going to change this to, I wanted to show it when it's on cooldown. And so now what's going to happen is when we summon our gargoyle, it's going to now show the cooldown on it. So as you can see, I summon my gargoyle, the aura changed from ready to our cooldown aura, which basically shows the timer. And that's basically it, guys. That's actually how you create a aura using the Weakauras add-on. Alright guys, so we're just about done with our tutorial. So before I go, I wanted to show you one last step. Let's say, for example, we want to track another ability. The cool thing with Weakauras is that you don't actually have to redo all the steps that we just did. All you gotta do is right click on an aura that you've already made, duplicate it, and then this time, let's say, for example, you want to track the cooldown on like anti-magic shell. So we're just gonna basically replace this and just type in anti-magic shell, right, like that. And then what you're gonna do is under trigger, all you gotta do is go down here under spell, and then we're just gonna call it the spell name, which in this case is called anti-magic shell, right? So we're just gonna type it in like this, anti-magic shell, and voila, guys, you have another aura to track, or basically another aura that you're tracking. So now, because they're overlapping, you can actually just drag it over like this if you want to. Now, another thing that you can do is, I know earlier in the video I made you guys create a group, and the reason why you want to make a group is because whenever you make a group and you put auras under that group, you can actually just drag your abilities anywhere on your screen that you're comfortable with. So for example here, I kind of like to have my abilities underneath my character like that, so I'll basically just leave it there. And so now anytime I log into my Death Knight, the abilities are right here, and I can always know the cooldown on those abilities. And guys, you can actually do this for any ability on your character just by doing the steps I just showed you. So if you want to track another cooldown, you know, like asphyxiate or, you know, dark transformation, you can actually track it with Weakauras.